Hi, everyone. Welcome to our PD session for teachers only. And I'm so excited to welcome you to our live show. And please do share from which part of the world you are tuning from. Today, we're learning all about butter. And I promise you, you will love this platform because when I seen it for the very first time, it was like, wow. And your students will love the butter. I promise. Just don't forget and stay tuned that we are having practical part today, practical webinar, so you can try this amazing tool today. It's a great opportunity. And I would love to see from which part of the world you are tuning from. I'm checking out the live chat. And if you have any questions today, don't hesitate and use the live chat because it is there just for you. If you have questions, drop them there and you will get your responses back. Okay, that's it. And I want to say hello to everyone who joined us. Manya, hello, greetings from Bulgaria. Nice to meet you. You are an amazing teacher because you join us. And I love all the teachers who are guests here and who join us because you are passionate, you like learning. So do I. And I also want to say hello to Sylvia. Hello from Philippines. I know that Philippines that it's really late in there, and I really appreciate that you are spending your time here learning with us. You will love today's webinar a lot, I promise. And then I just want to say hello to Jadranka. Thank you so much, my friend, for joining us. You're amazing. You know how much I love you. I want to say hello to Roxana. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it's amazing. And if we are live right now on Facebook too, and if you're joining from Facebook, please do remember that I can't see your real names. It's like Facebook users. Oh my gosh, you please do use the YouTube link and join us here. Okay. It's going to be fantastic to see who join us. Yeah, Jadranka, thank you so much again for joining us. Tamar is here. Tamar was a winner. You took the second place in yesterday's Kahoot, and you're absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your feedback on Facebook. Farid, thank you so much for your amazing video feedbacks. It's my great opportunity to give a shout out to you because your feedback was really incredible and super special one. You are a pro video creator, maker. I don't know. You are a pro. Thank you so much. It's like the best memory for me to keep in my reflection space and in the days when I want to reflect and to see what has happened to me already. And this is the best gift ever. Thank you so much. And I can see someone from Facebook has joined us. Please do join us on YouTube so I can see who you are exactly. Okay. And good evening, of course. And we have got someone from Bangladesh, Akas. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. And also some more Facebook users. So sorry, can't see your names, but good luck. Good luck to me and to all of us. Thank you so much. From Mexico. Thank you for joining us. And Shahate is here from Egypt. Come on, join us on YouTube. Jadranka, thanks for your heart. And I just want to say thank you, Natla, for joining us. Thanks, everyone. Hello from Egypt. Thank you, Tamar. You're amazing. I love your hearts. And this is such an amazing start of our terrific practical workshop today that two amazing ladies are providing today for you and for me because I already love butter a lot. And there are lots of free things, and actually it's free. And you will love this with all of your teachers' heart. You know, teachers love it. We're all about this and that today. So thank you so much, everyone. On this positive and lovely note, keep sharing from which part of the world you're tuning from. And thank you for it. You're amazing. Absolutely. I love my days because of you, actually. Please do keep sharing. And my mom is here. Mom, hi. Yeah. Keep sharing from which part of the world you're tuning from because it's amazing to see the whole geography here today, especially for our guests who are excited to share with the passion all about butter. Actually, today is the unique webinar because we've got one of the members of the team of butter. This is Cheska, and a passionate, amazing educator from Brazil, Báia. She's going to share with all of your techniques, her tips, and everything because she really likes sharing, and we're so lucky to have her today. So I'm going to remove everything, all the comments for a while, because I want you to see our guests the best way. And just keep in mind that any questions, drop them here in the Q&A box. And I'm going to introduce our guest a little bit more, but now I want to invite Báia, amazing Báia, and Cheska Teresa. Cheska, unmute yourself.
Hey.
Yay! Yeah, I'm so
Hello.
excited that you join us. You are incredible, because we had a meeting before. It was like, wow, lots of passion, and Báia is all about emotions. It's really bright. This is what I love. Probably you can see checking out my YouTube channel. It's really bright, and that's why I'm so excited. Yeah, so I would love to introduce Cheska Teresa. She's a part of Báia team, and she's incredible and super supportive. I want to say thank you for joining us. She's going to provide you a super great tutorial on the features. And of course, if you've got any questions about the features, anything about it, please ask her. And I want to introduce Báia. Báia is incredible. Oh, I almost forgot to mention that Cheska is the chef of growth officer at Báia. She enjoys helping scale businesses and leading entrepreneurial teams. Prior to Báia, helped grow the business as managing director for Lion & Lion, one of the largest digital agencies in Southeast Asia, and spent several years before that honing her digital marketing and communication strategy skills and mind share. She's passionate about making sense of problems and new challenges. This is super inspiring, I should say. Wow, just
Thank you,
bravo.
Anna.
You're incredible.
You seem to have such an awesome community, so thanks for inviting us.
Wow, it's my honor, actually. So, and I want to introduce Báia, and she really she wants to make learning more wonderful. That's this is her life's purpose, which is super inspiring to me personally. She's been a teacher for 10 plus years and an educational rebel. What is the card?
Rebel,
Yeah,
an
rebel.
educational rebel.
Rebel for approximately 5, and her background is in English language teaching, ELT, and she's also a teacher, trainer, facilitator, lesson designer, and illustrator. Wow, this is incredible. And if she's not in the classroom, you will find her in the kitchen baking indulgent snacks. In museums, there is her safe space, or reading a book in a cafe somewhere. I love coffee. I'm a coffee lover. It's not the reason why I'm so crazy.
You're not crazy.
Just a joke. Oh, yeah, just a joke. But I love coffee a lot. That's just you can introduce yourself like more if you want to add anything. Okay.
Of course. Thank you
Of
so much
course,
for
yours.
that. Yeah. Cheska, would you like to go first?
Actually, I think Anna introduced us super well already, so I won't have anything to add. I think fun fact: I'm Filipino. I'm currently based in Germany. I've lived around in different countries in Southeast Asia, and I'm super happy, to be honest, that everyone here seems to be coming from everywhere, because that's one of the, at least for us in Butter, we have such a diverse team. So I'm glad you also have the same in the community, Anna.
Fantastic. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cheska.
Yeah, I'm also really excited to be here. I'm nervous, so nervous. I was talking to Anna about this, but it's a new experience. So please forgive me if I make any mistakes throughout the session.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We are all really amazing, passionate, and our community is the most supportive community ever.
Yay.
Thank you so much for sharing today with us. This is the best gift ever again that you can do. Thank you.
That's sweet.
Okay, so Cheska, I think you can start. If you want me to start sharing your screen, please let me know, okay?
Yes, please. I've also dropped the link to our Butter Room if anyone wants to join us in Butter, so you can experience the tool for yourself. I've dropped it in our private chat, Anna, so maybe you can also help flash it on the screen, and then I will be sharing my screen here and seeing you guys there. Actually,
Yeah, I've shared the link in the live chat, so you can go
perfect.
to YouTube and you can see this link. You can follow it. Please do join us. We've got amazing practical webinar today, as I mentioned before. And now the screen is, and the floor is yours. Cheska, good luck. Yeah, we can't hear you now. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Better?
Now, yeah,
Perfect.
it works.
Okay. So I'm Cheska. I'm the Chief Growth Officer here at Tor. I'm actually just going to be taking you through the tool. I see that we have one person in the room, so I'm also gonna admit Sheila in. But before we start, actually, we were meant to be having like a bit of a poll to get to know everyone, but I think everyone here in the community seems to know each other quite well. So I'll just be skipping that and just telling you a bit about the story about on what we wanted to solve, right? You must have your own experiences when it comes to teaching and actually trying to make your online classes a lot better. And what we essentially want to show you is how you can do that more. But before we get on to how butter can help you, I'll just tell you a bit about our story. Hey, Sheila. I think it's super fine. Anyhow, so basically, I'm going to tell you a bit about our story of how we started, the problems that we saw when it comes to remote facilitation, and in your case, even online teaching, and how we can actually help solve that. All right. So we started, we were a very young company here at Butter. We actually started back in May last year. And it was really born out of the fact that we tried giving workshops ourselves when Corona first started. But we found that even while some of us had very like loads of experience when it comes to doing strat and planning sessions, doing trainings with clients, or even hosting more complicated things like design sprints, we found that it just didn't seem as engaging when you actually do it online. And to be honest, we felt quite ineffective as facilitators, which is not the best thing to have, especially when you're trying to ensure that everyone is collaborating the right way, that everyone is actually guided from point A to point B when you're giving trainings. And what we found when we started digging into deeper into the problem, we actually spoke to, I think by June we spoke to over 300 facilitators, and these were people who were doing things like organizational training, leadership coaching, education, much like you guys are, and even things like design sprints and such. We found that there was really it was very very difficult to hold everything remotely, and we found two critical problems that seemed to need a bit more that we could solve from a product perspective. And the first one was something around technical overload. So imagine whenever you're holding your classes online, like even while what we're doing now, right? You actually need anywhere between 3 to 7 tools open in one go. And what ends up happening is you actually need to switch between those tools, and you actually end up losing a lot of energy while you're in the session. So I remember one of the people we spoke to mentioned that on a 12-inch laptop, she needed to have Zoom open in one go, PowerPoint open in another, Slido, and then Mentimeter just to get the level of engagement that she needed to have in a session. So that's the first one that you want to solve. And the second one is something that everyone here has probably experienced. And it's the likes of things like when you're in a session online, it's very hard to keep the energy up, and it's actually also very hard to pull engagement in and hard to read the room as well as we used to do when we were back in live sessions. So just imagine the everyone here is probably familiar with the concept of Zoom fatigue by now. And honestly, like it's just one of the most draining experiences that you can have, and especially for you guys if you're teaching classes which span from 1 hour to 4 hours online, and you constantly are faced with silence when people are not participating, for example. It's just very hard to keep your own energy up and focus on what you need to deliver as a teacher or as a facilitator, right? So from there, actually, how we I'll go back here. So what you wanted to do, just to recap, is solve the two biggest problems when it comes to virtual teaching and education, and that's first removing technical friction, and second is building energy and engagement. And right now, Butter as it is, we want to make virtual workshops and education much better than live ones. So what we actually try doing is ensuring that we have an all-in-one tool that makes you run your sessions a lot more easily, a lot more collaboratively, and a lot more delightful for your participants. And how we do that, again, this is just going to be a bit of a run through. But our first concept to remove technical friction is something about helping teachers or helping facilitators actually plan their sessions ahead. So we think of workshops or classes online much like a play. So you actually need to, as the teacher, as the facilitator, you need to almost conduct the energy flow all throughout. And within Butter, you can actually prepare all of those things even before the session starts, right? And let me show what that means for in our case, right? So for example, here in the butter room that we're currently showing you, we've actually prepared a lot of things in advance. And me and Baya are co-facilitators in this one. And what you will see is if you actually go into Baya, if you don't mind, maybe just going very quickly to show them the agenda, the timer, the polls, and opening those tabs up just so that they see. Oh, sorry. Okay. No, no worries. It's I think you're on mute right now as well. Um
Yes.
I think it might be Anna's actually. Wait one moment. Yeah, it's under Anna. So let me take over the screen share, Anna. One moment. So you can see it. Anyhow, can everyone, I hope people can see my screen. Might be a bit difficult. Anyhow, I won't touch on that anymore, but later I'll also be showing you and maybe just sharing exactly how it looks like on our platform through a video demo. And then another thing is, as I mentioned, you can share the rooms even. So me and Baya have prepared a lot of things in advance and we share the load essentially. So preparing things like the agenda, the timers, the polls, the breakout rooms for your students well ahead of the session so that your energy is actually left towards managing more engaging ones. The second one is around using a co-facilitator. And that is something that, can everyone still see my screen?
Yeah. Everything
Hopefully.
is great.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so by using a co-facilitator, you can actually think of this as your extra teachers in the classroom, right? So you can actually have more hands on deck to help prepare stuff with you and help run the session with ease, much like I'm doing now. Uh, much like I'm doing now with Baya here with me. So we're both facilitators in the session, marked by the star and our photos, and that means she can help things along with me from managing things like reactions, much like I'm doing now, managing things like the soundboard to make things a lot more engaging for my participants, and even opening up things like YouTube, Miro, and Google Drive integration that we have present here. Next one is integrations, as I mentioned. So one of the things that we wanted to do is make sure that you don't need to switch between apps anymore. So we keep everything in one place. And if you're big fans of using Google, for example, for some of your classes, or using Miro to make your collaborative sessions a lot better, you can actually use that right within Butter while seeing the participants or seeing your students right in the same place. So you can feel that it lessens the load off of you and you can just instinctively adapt the material that you're doing, depending on how your students are participating. And the last thing is session recap. So we've probably all been in classes wherein we need to record things in advance. We need to know who actually attended and who was absent. And then also needing to access things like our notes, what happened in chat, and what happened in polls. So here in Butter, we've actually been um, done it in such a way wherein you can access all of the things that happened in a session in one place, much like it is here. So if you can see the snapshot on my screen, all of the sessions that happens here in Butter actually gets recapped and recorded, and you can access it whenever you need to, and even share the recordings with your students if you need that to happen. Okay, so that's the first one. I'll try to rush to this one, and it's all around building energy and engagement for us. And if you can, Anna mentioned earlier it, and I'm gonna be very biased when I say this. It's actually a very very fun and delightful platform to work with. We've tried making it so that it's not boring to attend any class online anymore. Like we want you to make use of things like reactions, like sounds, so on and so forth, to make sure that the level of engagement and energy that you have in sessions are much higher. And for us, we wanted to begin even before the session starts. So one of the unique features that we have is actually making sure that your waiting room um, is sets up the tone for your students well ahead. So you can customize it with gifts or customized banners specific for your classes. You can add on music to set the tone, so on and so forth, so that it becomes a lot more lively and your students actually can enter a session with a much more of a creative mindset. Second one is emojis. So we're big fans here of making it a lot better and a lot more fun to actually sit in classes online. And we try to do that by also branding or making sure that participants can react whenever you have. And it's not static reactions that you see in Zoom or in Google Meets. It's literally as live as what you can see here on my screen. And whenever people are reacting the same way, you get that big burst of emoji right in the center so that you can feed off of the energy of your participants as well. Soundboards are another thing. So whenever we actually whenever we have sessions wherein students are not really participating or everyone's silent, you can try to inject a bit of humor in it by playing things like cricket sounds, for example, so that they can lighten up and you as a facilitator can get the reactions that you need. Or if you want them to celebrate things with you, then maybe sounds like the applause would be the more appropriate thing. And one of the other features that I personally really like is the queue. So as you've probably all seen the raise hand feature on Zoom as well, but for us, we've tried making it so that it's not just raising your hand, can actually be very overwhelming to know whose turn it is to speak, who raised their hands first, so on and so forth, when you don't know the order in which people did it. So we tried making sure that the people who have a comment, an idea, or a question can actually line up so that everyone has their turn, ample time to speak, and we can make sure that everyone is heard. So this is particularly useful when you have a lot of introverts in class because they're much more likely to participate when they know that they don't need to speak or compete for anyone else's with anyone else in the conversation. And polls, this is a fun one which Bio will also get take you through later. But essentially, it's a way wherein you can generate open-ended questions or multiple choice questions, even quiz type ones, to make sure that you get that extra sense check or extra engagement directly in your sessions. So if you've used things like Poly or Mentimeter in your sessions, this is our version of that. And one of the cool things here is you can actually create a library of all your different poll questions and access them in different butter rooms. So whenever you need that extra dose of an icebreaker or an energizer in your class, then you can actually just pull on those polls, and it gets saved even in the recaps. That's it actually for the features that we currently have. But one of the other things I just want to make sure that you also know what we have coming up. We have something called the Workshop Builder that's going to be released within the next 3 months, which actually allows you to uh, build some of the agenda points together with the activities. We also have mural integration, which is going to be planned out alongside mobile as well. So this is one of the most requested features from
Yes, yes,
teachers
yes,
that
yes,
we've
yes.
spoken to. And this will be about basically like for the mobile access in Butter, it'll be available within the next 6 months or so. And that's it actually
This is
from me.
fantastic. This is
I'm gonna
fantastic,
be
Cheska.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much because it was really fast, but because you know all the features so well, we totally understand that. Now we are going to have this experience with a teacher who is going to guide us through all the features in teaching process. And I love that you mentioned people. You will love us. This is the sound, the reactions. Actually, that my students they love playing around. We had around not many lessons because I've just met I have just been introduced to butter because really recently, and I loved it from the very first sight. That's like the love with it from the very first sight. It's amazing. It's bright. It's great because of the integrations. and you don't need to switch a lot with the from one tab to another. If you're using Zoom, I used Zoom before. Now I want to switch like 100% to Butter because it's much easier to navigate your students, especially from primary school, and to those who do not have this super, tech skills like most of students here. I'm not sure like in your countries, but here we've got what we have, and this is not, it's not comparing. Just you need just give it a try. That's my suggestion. You will definitely love this. Thank you so much, Cheska. Thank you,
Thanks,
thank you
Anna.
so much.
Now it's biased.
So yeah, keep joining
Uh-huh.
the room because the link is still active. I just want to mention this, and remember that if you provide the feedback and you are going to work in this workshop today, like in the room, you will have your certificate of participation. Thanks a lot, Cheska and Báia. The floor is yours. I'm passing this
Yay.
mic to you. Thank you so much. Yeah,
No, thank you, Anna. Thank you, Cheska. I'm just interacting with people in the room. I'm not sure if I'm already, is my
yeah,
screen
you
already
are.
being shared?
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
yeah.
cool. Yay. Hi, everyone. Oh, God, the nerves, the nerves.
Oh, come on, relax. That's
I
everything is
know.
great. Family's here. Yeah, you do family.
Yes, everyone is so lovely. Oh my God, you've put together an amazing community.
Thank you, thank you. These are such kind words, really.
So, no, it's really true. I do want to share my screen here, and let me
Yeah,
make it
just
smaller,
take your
Cheska.
time. I'm
There.
going to look through the comments while you're doing this. Okay.
Awesome.
Uh,
Ooh, I
I
love when this happens.
There
Yes.
are some amazing comments that are already here, just clapping hands and very interesting from Irma. Thank you so much. And tempting. Ooh, fantastic app. And this is like 100% true because I will definitely try. Tamar has shared because I saw that Tamar has already joined the room of our workshop. You need just to try it. I suggest you to join the room because I can see that much more
Hmm.
people watching us right now. Don't hesitate, just try it. Okay, of course you
Yes.
need to use your PC because it's really young platform. It's like here's everything is about updating, and soon updates will happen and we can get this chance to use our app like cell phones to join and to work on Butter, but just in the recent time, in short time, as Cheska mentioned before. Nice app, has this
Oh, I'll,
there's a question. um I'm not sure from where sound is going. Okay, there's a question from Tamar. Cheska, I'm not sure, can you answer this question? Has this app got a time limit? No,
Uh,
I don't.
no,
no, we
no.
don't.
No,
The only
no.
limit we do have, so we will always have a free plan for Butter. The limit right now is that no time limit, up to 50 participants, and only one in session co-facilitator. So you have a lot of play around with it. That's what I'm saying.
Anna, may I say something? Because
Sure.
I'm not entirely sure if those who have joined us in the butter room are also watching the live stream. So they're just there with a lot of silence, and I'm feeling anxious for them. So do you mind if we just go there and start talking about the features?
Sure. Yeah,
Awesome.
because there are so many fantastic words. I just want to show you them, but we can do it at the
Oh,
end of the session. Yeah. So, okay, the screen is on. Okay, the screen
awesome.
is on. Okay.
Excellent. So can you guys see my presentation here?
Yeah, Jamboard.
Awesome. So, first of all, Anna, thank you so much. You have such wonderful energy that we can't help but be, you know, just lifted by it. So thank you for that.
Thank
And
you.
thanks everyone for being here because if you are a teacher, and I think most of you are, I know that time doesn't work the same way for us and we never have time for anything. So the fact that you made time to be here and learn something new and become a better teacher, you are a rock star. Thank you for being here. And Cheska touched on this a little bit, and I would like to elaborate. There's something that I call the box blues and the bad hair day, because at the same time that we want to take care of ourselves as educators when we're teaching, and we want to nurture our mental health, and looking at a black box does not help with that. We can end sessions feeling really, really drained. We want to respect students' privacy. Sometimes they might be having a bad hair day and they don't want to turn on their cameras, or they might just not have a space that they're comfortable sharing with a larger audience. So how do we fix this? Is there a win-win solution? I think there is. And Butter has helped by creating these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful avatars that we can just select from. And so if you haven't done that yet, I'd like you to do that right now if you're in the Butter room, and I'm going to teach you how. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to the settings, and you're going to click here on select an avatar, and then you have tons and tons and tons to pick from. So just go ahead and do that. I'm going to come back to the room. We're going to have the MC Escher style thing here. Let's see. Oh, a picture. Nice, Bareshi. Gio, could you find it okay? If you don't want to open your microphone and talk to us, you can send a message in the chat. Yes, it's my favorite too. I love Frida. Oh, Gio. Gio is everywhere. She's here or she is here. I don't know. Oh, awesome. Everyone has an avatar. Ooh, what about? I'm not going to try to
But
pronounce your name because I might do it wrong.
Baya, there's a weird situation with the window. There are lots of windows, like like on stream happens. Is it
Ooh,
okay?
yeah, that is okay. It's just because now I came back to the Butter room. What I can do is I
Oh,
can stop sharing and just wait for everyone to find their avatars
okay, okay.
because this way is a little bit more pleasing.
Ah, it's nice. Yeah, that's much
Yes.
better.
If you're unsure, it's just on the top right of your screen. You'll see the little settings icon. You click on it and you'll be able to choose an avatar. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. And I'm going to share the whole window. You're going to get that effect again. I'm so sorry, but it's just going to be for a second. There we go. Here. So by Cheska. Another thing that I love about Butter, and again, Cheska also talked about it, is the fact that it gives you so many tools for documentation and organization. Because I know that there are days that we are not feeling like ourselves and we cannot make all the notes we wish we could. So Butter has a file for us, and it's called the recaps. The recap is amazing. I use it as a class log because it has the duration of all my classes, the dates, the participants list, and it also saves the chat. So if there were any really important insights that day, they're all there. And I'm going to show you that as well. But I'm going to come here to my dash room. So this is my dash room. Here are my recaps. I just want mine. So I'm going to apply that. And I'm going to choose one that I know will have a really nice, this one. No, not this one, but this one. See? So I can see the participants list, everyone that attended. If I took any personal notes, this case, that didn't happen, but I can also see the chat log, everything that people talked about there. The poll results, so all of the polls and their results are here. And if I want to, I can download them. I just keep them here in the cloud. And if there were any recordings as well. I love this feature. It has saved me so many times. Would also like to talk about the precrastinators, those who like to prepare beforehand. And that is a thing. Cheska talked about it too. And so you can just set up your room beforehand. And that's just so beautiful. You can set up the agenda, the timers, the polls, the videos, the PDFs, which, by the way, can be made bigger if you have any students with accessibility differences and they need larger fonts. You can set up the Google Drive, the waiting room. And something amazing about your waiting room is that if you're doing an activity in the class and someone arrives and you're like, it would be lovely if I could just let them in 5 minutes, you can send them a message from inside the room to the waiting room. Hey, I'll let you in 5 minutes. Or if you're running late, you can also send a message from inside the room to the waiting room, which is awesome. And you can add personalized pictures. This is something I like to do. I'm going to go back here. This is my Butter dashboard. I'm going to go back to my rooms. As you can see, I like to create personalized art for my sessions. And this one I created especially for us. Take a look at the setup. I just come here, I upload whatever picture I want. If I did not have time to create something, I can just use a GIF, can choose the music, can choose the background color. I think gray would actually go well. Show agenda in the waiting room, that's something I like to do as well. And when I come here, look, this is my agenda. There's nothing because I haven't created one. If I have any timers, I can create them here. Polls, same thing. So Any questions so far? Are you with me? Those of you in the butter room, please send something in the chat or a reaction. Cheska is sending tons of reactions. That's so cool.
Ah, this is my favorite part. One of my favorite parts because there's so many.
Thank you, the drunk. You guys are going to have to teach me how to say your names properly later because they're so beautiful and I don't want to butcher them. But yeah, so moving on here. Um, Polls are amazing for collaboration and formative assessment. They're super versatile. And one of the ways that I like to use them is for social and emotional learning. So when my students enter the room, I like to do a check-in. And when they leave, I like to do a check-out. It's usually based on emotions or the challenges they had during the week. And sometimes I would like us to create our lesson together. So I will combine this feature of polls with the agenda, and I'll just do several polls with asking them which activities they'd like to do. And then in the end, we can set up the agenda together. Another thing that's amazing is the using it for formative assessment. So using it for entry and exit tickets. When you ask them something about previous knowledge when they enter the room and something that they learned when they're leaving, also for quizzes, because you can transform the poll into a quiz. And I combine that with peer instruction, which is something I'm going to talk about a couple of pages from this one. All of this is being done while collecting the data. So if you need to refer back to it in the future, you can do that because it's all there in your recaps. It's so cool, isn't it? I love it. Also the integration. So Butter integrates with everything and is going to integrate with even more stuff, as Cheska told us. And one of the things that helps me with the most is just how much faster it is to access content. And that makes my whole experience as a teacher facilitator a lot less anxiety driven. And it makes for a smoother experience for the attendees, for the students, for the co-creators as well. YouTube without any lag. Can you believe that? If you use YouTube in Butter, you can guarantee that the video is going to play seamlessly for the other person. And that for me is just priceless. I'm so in love with this feature. You can
Yes.
also use them for documentation with the whiteboard, the Google Drive, and Miro. And most of them are collaborative, the whiteboard, the Google Drive, and the Miro board as well. So freaking
Perfect.
cool.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a great Miro user. I should say that this board, it takes so much time. You know, you need to switch from one tab to another on Zoom. I need to send the link in the Zoom chat. Then my students, they need to go and join this Miro board. But in Butter, everything is in Butter that I need. Yes.
Exactly. Which is lovely, just lovely. And so, also talking about cognitive overload, Butter has a lot of features. And if you teach kids and teenagers, they're going to just love it. But sometimes we teach an audience that is not so in tune with technological advances or technological innovations. So it might seem a little bit overwhelming at first. So, what do you do in that case? Go back to the basis, use the chat. The chat in Butter is a wonderful tool on its own, and we are going to demonstrate that right now by doing 3 activities: 2 truths and a lie, a Q&A, which is the activity that I paired up with the polls here with peer instruction. And we're going to do an activity that I like to call gift storytelling. So I'm going to go back to Butter. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I am going to write something in the chat that is about me. I'm going to write 3 sentences. 2 of them are true. 1 of them is a lie. So all you guys have to do for now is read what I'm going to write in the chat. 5. Okay. So those are my 3 sentences. So if you hover your cursor on top of them, you'll see that you have the option to add a reaction. So if you think that sentence is true, just go there and add a positive reaction to it. But if you think that sentence is false, go there and add a negative reaction to it. Go for it, guys. Let's see. Oh my God, so far everything is true. 1 of them is a lie. Which one? Which one? Thank you, Cheska. Okay. Yeah, I'm from Brazil. It's kind of an easy one because Anna told you guys in the beginning of the session. Ooh, okay. I've never been to the US. Miguel thinks that's Not true. Is Miguel onto something? Okay, fantastic.
I just want you to hear this comment. Look so useful. This tool is useful and beautiful. Please join us not on Facebook, but join us. Switch to YouTube so we can see your beautiful names there. Okay.
Yes. We have more people joining here.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, it's wonderful. It's incredible.
So I'm going to tell you which one here is not true. Can you see that I can edit my comment? Isn't that awesome as well? There you go. That was the false one. Miguel was right. And also Shayla. There you go. I've never been to the US. Fantastic. Another thing that I want to invite you guys to do right now is the gift storytelling part. I'd like you to go here in the chat. You'll see that there is a little square saying post a GIF. I'd like you to just choose a random GIF and post it in the chat. Go for it. The crazier the GIF, the better. Oh my God, I'm using this one. Thank you, Shayla. Thank you, Cheska. Thank you, Tamar. Oh, that's such a good one. Yay. Sylvia. Awesome. Fareed. Okay, so we already have enough gifts. And what I ask my students when this happens is I ask them to volunteer. Today, I'll probably volunteer one of you. If no one wants to participate, I'll volunteer Cheska. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to the first one, which is the one sent by Cheska, and you're going to try to tell a story using the gifts. If you, yes, go for it.
Okay, let me unmute myself on both. Let me know if there's an echo. So one day I was alone in the office and actually decided to do something weird and quirky since no one was around. I decided to run out to one of the stores again, pick up a costume, and have a panda dance party by myself and record it for everyone else to see. So that was my little mini surprise for everyone when they were back from the office. Me screaming and dancing in a panda suit to welcome them for a happy morning. So
Awesome.
good.
That was so good. Okay, that deserves applause. Good job, Cheska. So if you're a language teacher, this is super helpful and students usually really enjoy doing this activity. And finally, if you don't want to be the only person talking in the room and you want students to help each other, one thing that I like to do is I will ask, after we talk about a specific subject, if students still have questions, they'll write their questions in the chat, and those who feel they know the answer will go there and answer that for them. So here's how it works. I'm going to ask Shayla to write any kind of question in the chat, maybe something related to cooking, because I would be able to help you with that. Cheska, if you could as well. Guys, if you want to ask any questions related to cooking and food, just go ahead and write them in the chat. Oh, wow. How to make cookies crunchier? That's a great question. Several users are typing, oh, what is the best dish that you, what Brazilian dish do you make the best? Oh, that's a good question too. Okay. So when people ask questions, you can go to their message, and when you hover your cursor on top of them, you'll see that you can add a reaction. You can also reply to it. So when you click on the reply button, you create a thread for that question, and then I can go there. How to make cookies crunchier? Use a bit more flour. Oh my God, the caps. Use a bit more flour. And I just answered directly to Shayla. It's here. Everyone can still see it. As you can see, there is one reply here for Shayla, which is mine. But then it creates a thread. And when we do this, we make it personal. Students can help each other in a personalized way. That is a great gift. Slightly scary, though. Really nice. How to make gluten-free banana bread. If anyone knows the answer to that, please. Oh, thank you, Cheska. Awesome. Let me take a look. Cheska, I'll answer yours later. Yes, you can also do that in a private chat. However, it's nice to do it in the main room, because then if a student realizes that, oh, I did not ask that question, but I actually would like to know the answers, they can go to that thread and take a look at them, at the answers that were given. So that's a great way to make your teacher talk time a little bit more subtle, decrease it, and get students participating. Let me go back to sharing my screen. We are almost done here. And then we'll send you into breakout rooms and you'll do amazing things there. Sharing. Okay. Okay, going back to the Gemboard, the last thing that I want to say is that butter allows you to bring your amazing ideas to life. You can just be your beautiful creative self, like my friend here, Shayla, who has joined us today. She is my partner in this project that we call Equite Educa, and we have sessions every week called Equite Educa Lounge. And she said, hey, why not add a student as a facilitator, give them the star, and then they can be your helper? And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And that's something that you can only do in a platform such as Butter. And so let me tell you about an idea that I had. One day I was surfing the internet and I saw this picture and I was like, wow, this is so freaking cool. So I found this bookshop in France and they had all kinds of pictures like that. Take a look. One cooler than the other. So what I thought was, can I make an activity based on this picture? And because butter has such interesting features, yes, I can. Sheila, I'm so sorry. I'm going to delete you. So here, to create an activity based on this picture that inspired me, I decided to use the um, snap feature for your profile picture, the timer, and the butter spotlight. And I'm going to show you how we're going to get this done right now. So I'm going to invite all of you to go around your house and get a book that you've read and that you love. And for that, I'm going to give you some time. Maybe we can set a timer for like 2 minutes so everyone can go and get a book. Please, Cheska, help. Maybe with music too. I have mine here. Thank you, Fareed.
I keep
For those
getting
of you who just
messages.
arrived, we're getting books.
Oh,
So if you already have your book, you can send a message in the chat letting us know, or you can send a reaction of a thumbs up. Just get a book that you've read and you like. That's all you need for now.
I was just reading through the chat on Facebook that people love this tool. Yeah, they really appreciate so many words. I don't know, but some people are comfortable to watch things on Facebook probably. But I always say join on YouTube because more interaction can happen here. Anyway, I really love the timer. I just want to add myself because since I'm a teacher, I have got timer extension that I have already shared my channel, I think, and it's really missing in all the platforms, especially video conference platform everywhere. On Miro Timer is not for free, as well as I know, as well as I'm familiar with this information. I couldn't use it, and now it's for free on Butter.
Yes. Isn't
It's
that great?
incredible.
Yeah. That's why we're here sharing this, right? Because we found it. I actually found it through Shayla, my friend who's here today. And then we were like, we need more people to know about this because we want their lives to be easier and more wonderful as well.
Much easier.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
great. So
I'm
I'm going to assume that all of you already have your books. And we're going to do something, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. So I'll go back to sharing my screen. Bye, Cheska. Okay, guys, so here. You're going to come back here to the settings, click on it, and you're going to snap a photo. But don't worry, it's not a photo of you. It's a photo of the book. So you can get it really close to your face. Take a look. And we're taking the picture.
amazing.
There you go. And that's the picture. You can use it, discard it, take another one. If you don't want your background to show, just get the book closer to the camera. It's okay. As long as we can see the title, it's perfectly fine. I'm going to discard this because I actually need it for this room. So this is what I'm going to do here. There, use photo. Good. So on the 3, I'm going to invite everyone to turn off their cameras, the ones that have the cameras on and the ones that are using the avatar. Let's switch to the picture of your book, please. Here. So it should look something like this. There you go. Japan. Oh, thank you so much, Tamar. Guys, if you don't want your background to show, just get the book closer to the screen. And that will solve that problem. Okay. There you go. Oh, no. I'm going to do something here. Thank you so much for putting us in the spotlight, Cheska. But I'm going to actually, I'm going to invite you and then Tamar, if he or she is feeling brave enough to do it. I'm going to put you in the spotlight. So that's the other better feature. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. And then I'm going to start a timer with a question. And I'd like you to answer that question. Wait. 1 second. Spotlight mode. Remove. Just Cheska. Start spotlight. And then I'm going to ask you a question. The question is going to show up in the timer. You have 1 minute to answer. So, Cheska, pretend that you are the book. And as the book, you're answering this question, okay? Go for it. 3, 2, 1.
Interesting thing about me is that I am a city of contrasts. I have places which are super wild and hip here in, like, let's say Harajuku, and then I also have really quiet streets. Even with the city as crazy as Tokyo. I hope that suffices.
Yes, he does. Thank you so much, Cheska. Let's see. Is anyone else feeling brave? Oh, I see Judy and Tamar. Let's put you guys on the spotlight for a second. And by the way, you don't have to use the whole 2 minutes, the whole minute.
Can I give a shout out to Judy, because thanks to her, she invited me that time being a guest speaker, and that's how I was introduced to butter. Judy, thank you so much. It was really incredible, and you're amazing. I love you. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Anna, for being so loving. Judy, I'm going to start the timer. You can unmute yourself and answer the question as if you were the book, okay? Yay. Go ahead. Can you see the question on the screen? There should be a little timer on the bottom. No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much for being brave. You just joined and you already had the picture on. Thank you. Okay. There, I'm going to mute you. Oh, yes, but pretend that you're the book. I'm going to go back to putting on the spotlight. There you go. Answer it as if you are the book. Go for it. What is the most interesting thing about you? Oh, okay. I think I misunderstood you, Judy, and I apologize. So I'm going to invite someone else to join us then. And I'm going to go with Tamar. Spotlight mode.
Go, Tamar. Come on, you can do it.
Tamar, start spotlight. There you go. Here is your question.
Yeah, hi. Hi.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tamar. We do, but do you mind saying it again?
We can't hear it here, so you need to tell us, yeah, what is happening.
Oh, okay. Tamar, they cannot hear you. Oh, okay. But so I'll just tell everyone what you said.
Yeah, just tell us.
Okay. So the most interesting about Tamar's book is in regards to running and drawing. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you, Tamar. You're so brave.
yes.
Thank you.
Closest.
Here, guys. So as you can see, Butter has enabled me to put together an activity that no other platform would have. So what we'd like to do now is invite you to go into the breakout rooms and create an activity using the Butter tools. So if you're feeling really creative there with your peers, you can create a brand new activity. But, if you're feeling a little bit tired because it is Friday and we've used up most of our juice during the week, what you can do is just enhance an activity you already do in your classroom using the Butter tools. And I'd like you to share this collective knowledge in a Padlet that I'm going to share with you right now. As you can see here, look, this is my If My Book Could Talk activity. I added a photo and the instructions are here. Padlet is really easy to use. All you have to do is click on this little plus sign here, create your topic. Here's the subject, topic. Here you write whatever you want. I'm just going to write a smiley face. If you want, you can upload something like a picture or a document, or just publish like that. And here it is. So someone in your group, please do the documentation for us so that we can all have this beautiful resource to refer back to in the future. I'm sending the link in the chat right now.
I've already sent it, to
Oh,
the
awesome.
Padlet. Yeah, to the Padlet.
That is so cool. I'm going to send it in the chat just to make sure that, it's never too much.
Oh, it's there, yeah, because I
Yeah.
do the live chat, I mean.
And guys, there's something really important I have to tell you is that Butter enables us to peek into your rooms. So we will be doing that. We were going to be looking at what you're doing. And the amazing thing about Butter is that we don't need to enter, Cheska and I as facilitators, we don't need to enter the room to see what you're doing. We can do that in a sneaky way. And the viewers that are with us on YouTube will be able to see how that works. Okay? So let's go into the breakout rooms. Breaking people into groups of 4. Fantastic, Cheska. Let me stop sharing. Off you go, guys. See you in a bit. Oh, my video is off. There I am. Anna, now is the time if you want to read the comments to us or give us your insights, please.
Yeah, sure. Okay, because there are lots of positive comments are coming from teachers, and I'm also reading the chat, the messengers on Facebook, because some people are shy. They just like using it this way. I totally understand that. And I just want to say that there are lots of great, very cool. Thank you. Actually, if you've got any questions, don't forget that it's high time to ask your questions, but anyway, Bada team is super welcome and they're super supportive. And thanks to teachers like Báia, we all together. We're all on this together. You can reach out the team, and they always support you and help you out with anything. Anyway, there are so many features, and the number of updates actually is growing. And this is my favorite part, because I love platforms that are improving, and every time they are talking about growing, this is what we need. So I'm with Butter, and I suggest you to join this amazing community of teachers, or just enjoy using this app, because this tool is incredible. And you probably see, and please do share in the comments below. Oh, there's another one from Facebook. Very amazing. Thank you so much for the great opportunity, because everyone is excited. I think that I will get more comments later, because I told that before to Baya that it's Diwali. I know, happy Diwali to everyone who celebrates in India, because it's amazing. And the Festival of Lights, I know that because we had a guest speaker from India last year. And also El Dia de los Muertos. This is a great celebration in Mexico. And we had guests yesterday. So I totally understand that everyone is celebrating. So I'm sure that I will get more comments and feedbacks on Butter later, because you will love this tool. I promise. I told you that it's going to be epic. And yes, thank you so much, Farid. Yeah, thanks to be that you were so supportive. Thank you so much. Yep.
Anna, do you think we could show them how the breakout rooms work?
Of
Because everyone can
course.
still see my screen, right?
Oh, yes, we can see your screen,
Okay.
right? Yes,
Yeah.
everything is
So look,
working.
this is so cool. Oh, hi, Pareshi.
Hi. It's so
Hi.
lovely. I want to have another like playlist or channel students love it, because they're adorable these days. They are so amazing. They always want to learn.
Hi from Brazil. Oh, she can't hear me. Hi, Pareshi. Now I think you can. Hello from Brazil. Hope everything is okay with you over there in India. So, guys, let me show you the breakout rooms because they're so cool. Here is where I'm going to click to see what's going on. So as you can see, we have 3 groups here, group 1, group 2, and group 3. I can join them if I want to, or I can just peek. I think we should peek, shouldn't we, Anna? Shouldn't we, Cheska?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so take a look. Awesome.
Yeah, we can't hear Cheska, but you can hear each other in the breakout room. I totally understand that in this.
Okay.
You
I
can
think
dress and
Cheska,
stuff.
she included herself in the breakout room. So take a look. Where is she? Here she is. Um, she has her camera on. There.
Ah, lovely. We can't hear you. Yeah, here.
So Cheska is there and she's talking to people. I don't think people the ones who are watching us can hear what we can hear because
Yeah,
we're
we can't. We
okay.
can't.
So
Yeah.
just so you guys know, I can hear everything that's going on there. So let's take a look at this one. Ooh, everyone is really quiet here. I'll probably join to see if everything's okay. Let's take a look at Farid and Judy. Ooh, they're also quiet there. They might be thinking.
I like the icons, avatars.
So let me join them here. Hi, guys. Why don't you unmute and have a chat? Oh, thank you, Shayla. Hi, everyone. You're here in the breakout room together so you can brainstorm an activity using the Butter tools. Are you guys using the chat?
Yeah, it's so cool that you can hear each other. Ah, we can't.
Oh, okay. Anna, is this the participants are really quiet and Shayla is the only one talking.
Hi, Sheila.
Shayla, I'm gonna leave you to figure this out on your own. Is that okay?
Sure. Oh, okay. To whom is this?
Let me join group 3. Let's see what's going on here. Hi, guys. Hello. Oh, I see that you're talking, Judy. That's so lovely. And you, Farid, feel welcome. Hi. Feel welcome to unmute yourself and have a conversation with Judy so you can, come up with great ideas together. And if you're uncomfortable unmuting, maybe you can do that in the chat. Right, guys? Okay, now I'm back to the main room, and Cheska's here with us too. Yeah, I think people are a little bit shy today. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think maybe we could do that. What do you think, Anna?
What? I don't hear you. You know that what you're chatting on.
Oh, can you hear us, Anna?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Only you. Yeah,
Oh,
Báia.
no, we can still we can't hear you, Cheska.
Now?
Oh, wait. Yeah, now it works. Yeah, because
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where the
Okay.
sound should go actually.
So
Oh my
sorry, because
God.
I think we're both
No,
trying
no,
to handle
it's
to
perfect.
do
It's a great tutorial for us. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
perfect.
So, Anna, because everyone is a little bit shy in the breakout room, should we just bring them back?
You can do whatever you want to. You're like, the trainers.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Cheska's suggestion.
Sure.
Maybe they were not prepared to participate on this level of interaction today. Very good. So everyone's back. Hi guys. We cut the time short because we assumed that you were a little shy today, which is okay. But maybe in the future, if you ever come up with a great idea on how to use butter and their tools, you could add your idea to that Padlet
Yeah,
that I've just sent you, because Anna is also going to make it available to your whole community so everyone can go and refer to it and add to it and make it beautiful and inspiring. So to wrap up, I have something here for you, which is sharing. Just one second, it's going. I think it's worth saying that Butter works really, really well on Chrome. And if you're using it from a different browser, it might be slightly laggy.
and Microsoft Edge browser, it works really great because I'm using Microsoft Edge browser these days. I'm a big user of both of them, but
Yeah.
Awesome.
Microsoft Edge.
Another pro tip, we also do have a desktop app that you can download if you want something more stable. It really helps when it comes to not taking up a lot of CPU, if you want.
So as being a teacher, I need to download the desktop, and my students will need to do the same. Yeah. So if
No, so
no,
as a teacher, you can have the desktop app, and students can still join depending on how they want. So they can join on Chrome, they can join on Edge, or they can also download the desktop app if they need to.
Yeah.
That's what it's great. It's
Yeah, you
amazing.
have options. That's what's nice, like you don't have to do just one thing. There's no default. And that makes the whole process super democratic, which is something that I also appreciate about Butter.
Fantastic.
So that's all I had for today. Teachers, you rock. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to give a shout out to StorySet. All the beautiful illustrations in this presentation today came from this website, and everything is free. And you can customize the colors to match your color scheme. And that's it. I'll stop
That's perfect.
sharing.
This is fantastic. Thank you so much. I think we need some time, to just for trial period when we need to dive in a little bit deeper to try a butter because so many options, but they are all organized in a very great visual way that we can understand where all the reactions, because I can compare, because I've tried and I'm still using sometimes because I am invited by other educators on different platforms to present Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Google Meet. I told everyone, and I told already that to Báia and Cheska that Google Meet is still really raw, like really raw. And Zoom is too complicated sometimes, especially for primary learners. And lots of options, and we need to hop on from one tab to another, go to browser links. Sometimes they are not active. I don't know why. In the chat we can't send gifs or gifs actually, yeah, as developers mentioned, and we can't send anything like pictures, screenshots, gifs, emotions, emojis, and etc. I don't know why why they haven't thought about us like this, like Butter. the platform and the team have already done for us. I really appreciate it, and it's free. It's for teachers. It's like, it's amazing. It's amazing, and I'm so grateful. So grateful for your time and for your passion. Oh my gosh! And I'm really excited, and I can't wait to share all about butter to everyone that I know, to my community in the first place. And please drop in the comments what you loved the most. And I can see that there are some comments like, great, thank you so much. Listening, yeah, carefully. It was amazing from Tamar. Tamar, thank you so much for being so active. Yeah, and thanks to everyone who joined us in the room in the practice. Yeah, you had some practice and it's really great. So thank you so much for it. Yeah, thank you for all. Yeah, all in one app. Yeah, everything is in one place. I always say that about Wakelet, but here we go. Here we go. That's fantastic. But anything that you would love to add? Actually, I have already shared with information that please do share it with the. Oh, by the way, Báia, we haven't added the link to the Padlet in the collection, right? So I'm going to add it there too. It's already in the chat. Drop your comments that you loved the most, that you enjoyed the most, which features, options. Drop comments in there anywhere in this Instagram. Please tag butter and teachers love it. Do hashtag. It will be amazing to hear that you loved it if you're using Instagram. So you can tag me, and I'm not sure. Cheska, is butter on Instagram? Can we tag butter?
Right now, no, we're not
No.
active on
Okay,
Instagram. We're
that's
active on
perfect.
LinkedIn.
Anyway, it's LinkedIn, and on Twitter. Butter is for sure on Twitter because you can check out my post. I tagged already. And then I'm going to send you the certificate of participation, and especially to those who join our workshop today in the room where you had the chance to grab this practice. This is the most important. And so someone's from, especially for those who are not very familiar with technology, is the best. It's simple. But you need to try butter. Maybe you haven't tried it yet. It's really simple too, much simpler. Just I can say it's my opinion. Maybe if you do not agree, if you have ever had tried butter, so I'm not sure then. Because it's really simple and it's great, and your students will love it. So it's my opinion. I'm not using Google Meet because I had even practical webinars. It wasn't perfect. The sound wasn't perfect, the connection and everything. So I'm a little bit mad probably. And I'm not using it with my students these days at all. So this is like my personal opinion. You may not agree, of course, but I suggest you just give it a try and you will see. And anything that you want me to add, anything like any links? I almost forgot to share with the main collection link. Just give me to find it. Yeah, any last words that you would love to share, Báia, Cheska, please do. Thanks a lot for your sharing part because they were great. You're amazing.
I want to thank you, Anna, for everything. You're such a lovely person. From the onset, you've been supportive and telling me everything's going to be okay, and I really appreciate that. The community you've built is amazing. They're so loving. And by the way, I'm feeling a little bit anxious because they're still in the room, and I'm not sure if they're also, on YouTube. So there's just that silence there, and I'm feeling a little bit
No,
uncomfortable.
I've just
Maybe we
started
could close the
sharing.
room
Yeah,
and
of
say
course.
goodbye to everyone there. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in Butter. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Okay, now
probably
it's
trying
done.
this. They don't know how to act, but that's great that you just tried it. You're my heroes. Yep. So here's the link to our collection. Thanks everyone who joined us, especially on YouTube. So I'm sharing this collection that we have collected all together. Especially thanks, a huge thank you is coming to Báia because she has shared with her Jamboard. And Judy, you have asked me on Facebook. It's there, so you can get because all of these resources were collected by Báia, and they are so precious. Thank you so much for sharing. This is incredible. Great work was done. And if you want to appreciate, just go to Padlet and add some good vibes, send some good vibes, share with your house wows and insights that you've got from this session. I'm sure that you've got a lot, and you just need to try this tool, especially if you work online. If you have got any online lessons, any video conference with your colleagues, you will love this platform, because I know some Edu fellows who use Butter with meetings, to use it with meetings with their colleagues, not only for teaching.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, for
Yes.
happy hours, for
Yeah.
yeah. I'm actually going to host a
Totally.
butter session immediately after this one for teachers. It's a teachers an online teachers lounge where we go in and learn about social and emotional learning together for free, by the way.
That is good.
So yeah,
I want to be there. You know that.
I
Yeah,
do.
hope you can drop the link by it. It would be cool for
Of
everyone else
course.
to,
Yes.
if they
Yes.
can join. It
I
I'm
would
will.
going to
lovely.
send
Thank you
one
so
once
much,
again.
ladies.
Yeah, I'm going to send once again the link to the Padlet. So please do appreciate the work that was done here. It's incredible. And I'm just sharing once again. Thank you. Some more comments, just the last ones, I promise. Yes, thank you for wonderful sharing. Yes, that it was really wonderful. I was in the room, very interesting. This was one of the participants. Thank you so much for your feedback. Reflection is really essential, especially to the speakers. It's like appreciation of their amazing, great job. And the screen is still here. Yep. Yeah, the Padlet already. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're
Fantastic.
efficient.
Wow. Yeah.
Amazing.
If you guys don't
Incredible.
mind, I'd also love to get this. So maybe we can also share some of your own tips for the community, if possible. To our community at Butter, at least. That would
Fantastic.
be
Of course, all
amazing.
of the links I can share with you, Cheska, and of course with Bio in the first place, because you already had the link to this collection. All of the
Yeah.
resources we're going to put there, the Padlet, so you can go there anytime and see the resources. And thanks everyone for this incredible session, especially to our amazing guest speakers. And
And
we had, yeah, sorry.
I sorry to interrupt you. It's just that if anyone has questions or if they ever want to get together to bounce ideas, just hit me up on LinkedIn and I'll be happy to help, to listen and to be helped as well if, because I'm sure that there's a lot of expertise in this community and I'd love to learn from you guys as well.
Wow, so sweet. Thanks everyone for joining us. And please, ladies, do not leave this room yet, okay? We are having the selfie part. And I want to say thanks everyone for joining us today. Happy Diwali, happy El Día de los Muertos. Todos, thank you so much. Muchas gracias, everyone. And obrigado. See, is it correct?
Yes.
See, thank you so much. Oh, what's about in the Filipino? In the how to say that?
Salamat. Salamat.
Salama.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone. Yeah, and stay tuned, and stay safe. Bye everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.